Hi guys, KRATAX or KRATAX AA batteries. They're lithium ion, but they've got a circuit board in them that limits the voltage to 1.5 volts, so you can use them as a direct replacement for ordinary AA batteries. Previous video I showed you that this one was so discharged it wouldn't take charge. At least that's what I think the problem was, because the circuit board, I am guessing, was saying that has dropped below the minimum voltage and you couldn't charge it. The other ones in the pack charged okay, that one wouldn't charge. So I took it apart, the circuit board's in that piece, that would be connected to that bit, so it would look like that one with a plastic covering on it. And in that format I was able to charge it, bypassing the circuit board. And in the comments people suggested that I could solder that back on, because I was saying I don't have one of those little spot welders to spot weld it back on, and they reckon we can probably solder that safely at that end, because there's a bit of a gap under there, so the heat doesn't go into the actual battery as quickly as it would if it was directly connected, or if you were trying to solder the other end. So we'll have a little go. We'll have a look. Probably need a bigger soldering iron than I'm using here. But we'll just see if we can get any solder to take on the top. This is the problem. If it takes too long, then we're going to heat up the battery. Here's that little blob. Well, it looks like we've got a little blob on there. How about this bit? I know I'm putting a bit of a shadow on there while I'm trying to do it. It's a little bit late at night. Yeah, I think we've got some solder flowing on there. So, you probably won't be able to see what I'm doing. Can I zoom in? Even if I zoom in, you probably can't see what I'm doing. Oh, what I should have done, hang on. Before I do any more, I'll just demonstrate that this one is, at this moment, fully charged, or at least well charged. Yeah, we're 4.06 volts, so that's to demonstrate that it did take charge directly. And then this circuit board in here will limit that voltage to 1.5 volts when you connect onto that tag and the outside. So let's just see if we can get this on here. Okay, that appears to have got a bit of a spark. Is that good or is that bad? I try and squeeze it back together. Let's touch the case. sure you can see. Touch the case and touch the center. Push it down a bit. So is that because you see I've had to distort it a bit, that's a polite way of saying it, to get it apart. Alright, we're definitely not getting 1.5 volts out. Let's just try pushing that down a bit harder. No, it doesn't look like I'm going to get it back together. I don't honestly expect to, but I thought I'd give it a try because people asked. Right, we're not getting anything out of there. It may be that that circuit board was faulty, or it may be that I've damaged it while I've been pulling it apart. Oh, we've come apart anyway now. Oh, that bit of solder didn't last very long. I'll have another try. I'll stop filming because that's going to take too long, and I'll have another try. Right, well, I've struggled and I cannot, well, it's not working, which tells me that it may actually be that circuit board in there that is faulty. I'm trying to do this so you can see the meter. But no, we're getting nothing. And that is still holding together at the moment, where I've soldered it. No, nothing. You can't see that, can you? It's in the shadow. No. Okay, well, we've tried. So I think I'll take that back off again. Oh, shorten it out, so I'm playing with it, which isn't good. There we go, back off again. So with that disconnected, still got the 4 volts. Oh, you can't see that again, sorry. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like whether I've damaged the circuit board taking it apart or whether it was already faulty and that's why it didn't work, don't know. Either way, that's a usable cell. It's just a bit too short for normal applications, and obviously it's the full voltage rather than the restricted voltage, which you should be getting out of there. So I've tried it. There you go, guys. Thanks for the suggestion, but we're not working. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing, and somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.